Right, lads, we're back. More Magic the Gathering. Dimir manipulation. Let's do this. So, I forget what that card's called, that big spiky thing. I've played it against it before, where I had the enemy do its ability against me, where it puts counters on my guys, and then when it enters the battlefield, it kills everything. Tetsumok, I think he's called. Mok. Path of Thanos. Black-blue deck should be interesting. I like the fact that there's nice counter opportunities with blue. I suspect that this would be a exile and counter and buy yourself time until you can get Tetsumok in. Unsummon. I've got a 2 cost here. I'm going to keep that just because I can play the Labyrinthine Guardian. Llanowar Elves. Let's get the down. I may as well unsummon this thing just to so it doesn't get the extra mana curve. He's got to cast it again. Why not? I mean, he'll just drop it again on the next turn, but at least it's going to put him behind by 1. And I'm assuming, because we're playing blue, there'll be some graveyard fetch, so I would assume I can play that again. Swamp down. Labyrinthine Guardian. Treasure map. Put a landmark counter on treasure map. Then if there are 3 or more landmark counters, remove these counters, transform treasure map, and create 3 colorless treasure tokens with sacrifice give mana. Okay, cool. Oh, jeez, what is this? Flying, crew 1. Crew it with that, and he's got 2-3 flying. I don't feel like I can actually do anything else, so I'm just going to get the treasure map down. So, 1 mana cost to scry, put landmark count. I may as well attack because I can't block that flying creature. I should hang on to this negate. Oh no, that's the worst. He's playing is it mono green? Yeah, we're done. Holy crap. This card is ridiculous. 3 cost, 5/4. Power 3 or less. Is it attack power or casting cost? This should be, I should be able to vanquish this Steel Leaf Champion. Although I suspect power is that 5 value there. Well, should I try? If I can't, then I'll just use the treasure map. Doesn't work that way. I cycle this thing. No, I need that mana to cast negate on his next turn. I got nothing for the Steel Leaf Champion is what worries me. Ronas the Indomitable, Death Touch, Indestructible. On attack unless you control another creature with power 4 or greater, which he's got. Pay 3 mana, another target creature gets 2 against trample, so just so fucked. And I forgot to negate that. But I'm brain dead. So this is an instance. I can play Vanquish the Weak on the Sky Skiff if I have the mana. Target creature, artifact, vehicle. So it's not a creature, so I can't do that. I'll just draw 2 cards. It's not going to matter. I mean, I'm going to be getting 11. He's going to finish me off unless I chump block someone. Could try to destroy land or elves. Nope. Like I have to hang it. Well, negate. It's too late now. Like it doesn't matter. This game's over. We've lost already. So see what we can draw anyway. Champion of Wits. Draw cards equal to its power, which would be 2. If you do, discard 2 cards. Okay. Power 3 or less. Exile. Aethersphere Harvester. What does that do? Put crew. Enters the battlefield, gives you 2 electricity. Lifelink. Wow, his deck is amazing. But I'm pretty sure it's just a combination of me being so new and not knowing what I'm doing, and the fact that I was playing the standard deck, and I would imagine that the standard decks are pretty terrible. Anyways, the point of this is for me to learn the game, so... And that's what we're doing. We're learning stuff. Every defeat is a lesson. That's 0-1. Mere manipulation, right on the back of the 0-3 with the Golgari, so we're 0-4 today. But I shouldn't feel so bad. I watched Day 9 play the other day. He made his Saproling deck, and he just lost the whole day long. It was a cool idea, like, you know, make lots of fungus and Saprolings and stuff. But he just couldn't ever get it going. Remember one game, he finally managed to get a board full of 2/2 fungus tokens, and his enemy just cast Sweltering Heat and killed everything. Wisely, display name. Oh, hello, mate. Hello. Your turn, dude. Hello. Do something, please. How long is he thinking about his hand here? Yep. 3 mana, a cancel, a 5, a 2, and a 2. We keep that. Okay, so he's black-red. Angler Drake. 6 cost. When Angler Drake enters the battlefield, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. Oh, that's pretty cool. Soul of the Rapids. Flying and hexproof. That's pretty cool. The fact that it's hexproof is amazing. We've got a -2/2. We've got to destroy non-merfolk for 2. What's he playing? Inventor's Apprentice. Human Artificer. Inventor's Apprentice gets 1/1. As long as you control an artifact. It's an artifact deck. I'll just kill it now while I have the chance. I can always opt on the next turn. My worry is he just drops another artifact and this thing becomes a 2/3, and then I can't Moment of Craving it. For a second I thought that wasn't going to destroy that card. Like, what the hell? Yeah, no, so this is a wizard's deck. When she enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter with flying. Pay 2 mana, target artifact creature gets 1 till end of turn, so you can increase its damage. Sacrifice an artifact, target creature can't block this turn. That's a damn cool card. It's opt. Hornswoggle. Target. Counter target creature spell. You create a colorless treasure artifact with. Sacrifice this artifact. 1 mana of any color. Okay. That's pretty cool. So I can sacrifice this the next turn and get +1 mana. I could just make this walk the plank on the next turn. I don't have a sick attack. Field of Ruin, add colorless. Sacrifice Field of Ruin. Destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. Each player searches their library for a basic land card, puts it in their effect. I can use it to kill that. I was going to say, couldn't you have paid the 2 cost to make that a 2/1? It wouldn't have made up my word. Oh, it's a land. Can't do anything. Waiting for him for some reason. Could I have costed Hornswoggle when he costed the Inventor's Apprentice? 1 more black. Then I can use Walk the Plank on that. The next turn we can drop down Field of Ruin. I can't, it has to be a black. Oh, but I can use Field of Ruin to pull another swamp. Five damage, I accept it gratefully. Okay, we're boned. Exile the top card of your library. You may cast that card. If you don't, Chandra deals 2 damage to each opponent. +1 to add 2 mana. Wow, that's awesome. -3 deals 4 damage to target creature. Okay, so we're fucked. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to any target. Wow.
You want to play with fire, huh?
Wait, could I or shouldn't I have used cancel? I didn't see it light up, so I don't think I could have.
This'll be easy.
So, with Walk the Plank, if I got the black, would she count? She's a Planeswalker. Power 3 or less for 3 mana. Let's Field the Ruin in. But that wasn't worth it at all. What? Oh, God. That wasn't the time to use Field of Ruin. Now he's going to get another whole round of damage through. Unless that black swamp that I've just got comes untapped. Then I can use Walk the Plank. Awesome, which it does. His mana's tapped. Can't use. What does she do? Feels a little underwhelming for a use of Walk the Plank, but oh well. I was hoping that could have worked on Chandra, but I guess not. I've got nothing. I've got no way to destroy her. And in 2 or 3 turns, he can use get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, deal 5 damage to any target. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Top card of your library. 2 damage to each opponent. So basically you can do 2 damage per turn. I got nothing, homeboy, just attack. On the next turn we can at least use Vanquish the Weak against PNLR, but here's the real thing that's going to cost us. Okay, we still have enough mana up for cancel, which is pretty great. And I can even cast Hornswoggle. Counter target creature spell. You create a colorless treasure artifact token. So whatever he calls in now, we can counter it. A counter target spell, creature spell. So does this mean you can't counter a creature with it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually cast Angler Drake on the next turn.
You're going down.
Although I don't think I can use that to put Chandra back in his hand. She doesn't count as a creature. She's a Planeswalker, I think, is different to creature. And then on the next turn, you can just sacrifice her, get the emblem, cast the spell, deal 5 to me, kill me. Been a rough day of Magic the Gathering. This is going to be 5 in a row for us. Game is hard. But I'm just trying to look at these basic decks more as a way of just getting to know a bunch of the cards. The basics. Enters the battlefield, colors. No, I don't want that. You counter Hornswoggle? Not with the red and black, I don't think. My only hope is in the next turn I can get the Angler Drake down and use it to attack Chandra, but I've already got the 7 loyalty to counters he needs. Oh, he had Lightning Strike. Well, what was he waiting for? Pointless. GG, good game. Okay, so 0-2 with Dimir manipulation, 0-5 for the day. 6 times lucky. Let's go. Here we go. I should have read that tip actually. It said you can pass priority with the spacebar. Origin, greetings, mate. Two swamps. Mock, Primal Death. Because I don't have any blue mana. And now I get 0 mana. Fuck's sake. Even worse. Evolving Wilds, nice. Need that. I'll use the Evolving Wilds to get a blue mana, but still, oh my word, what a terrible opening draw. There's also a blue-black. Okay, cool. Wonder if it's the same deck. I need mana. This looks like a pretty terrible card. I mean, draw 7, great, but I mean, it costs 7 mana. That's like your entire 7th turn just gone. At least like I should be able to get Champion of Wits down in the next turn. No, because it comes in tapped, so I can't. Yep, it's a mirror matchup, and he's got a bit of draw so far. Not over yet, though. So keep playing. Your own time, Origin. Anytime you're ready. Ooh, a Doomfall. Lol, we just got another one. Yep, that's also, he's also playing manipulation. One thing that seems obvious about Magic is like most of these games, whoopsie, kind of reminds me of Dota in the way that you got to lose thousands of games to learn all the stuff you need to learn. So I'm just trying to get myself into a mental state where I'm like, don't be too bummed out by losing. It's going to happen a lot. Yes, I can at least block this Champion of Wits now. I hate how he's got this treasure map up. Way ahead of us in mana. Well, one ahead, but I think this is like the second turn that I've not been able to get any mana down. Awesome. I can at least embalm it, but just not on this next turn. Moment of Craving. Gives me +2/+2. Although I'm just letting him eternalize it, but he is a little ways away from being able to eternalize it, so whether I just continue accepting the 2 damage. I mean, he's going to need, what, 7 mana to eternalize that. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he'll have the 7 mana pretty damn soon. So you get to use Treasure Cove just to sacrifice these card draw. It's excellent card draw. These decks always seem so much better when my opponent is playing them. Must be me. You can just sacrifice those and draw cards. He's got double the mana we do. Doesn't take any damage. You can just draw whatever he wants. He is sitting pretty. Oh, okay, so it's sacrifice the artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Also, would have transformed the... Oh, there it is. I see. Okay. Moves over to the left there. What did we actually draw there? He essence scatters it. God. Pity. I wanted to be able to discard Overflowing Insight and Air Elemental. Try to get something better. problematic. When it enters the battlefield, destroy each creature your opponent controls with a prey counter on it. Creature they control. Is it from his hand or just from there? I wonder. I imagine it's from his hand. If I make him exile Tetsimok now, I'll be quite pleased. And he negates it, obviously. Yeah, fair enough. He had the treasure to be able to do that. Nice. Well played. Okay, so that's... is that 0-2 or 0-3 with Dimir manipulation? I think that's 0-2. We're 0-5 for the day. Let's go for the third and last one on this map. On this deck. Third time lucky. Here we go. It's just the fourth game. It's hard to keep track. All the defeats are just blurring into each other. Game is hard. Game is hard. Origin, not this dickhead again. Ugh. Great. Oh, a rematch. This time, Origin. I'll get you. See if he's polite this time and greets me back. 3 mana, an opt, essence scatter. Nice, we'll keep that. Do I opt on this turn or the next turn? I think maybe I get the Evolving Wilds down and then immediately pull in a black mana. I don't think I had a turn 1 blue to play other than opt, so hard to know whether that was the right thing to do or not. He seems to also be playing manipulation. At least we got a nice balance of mana and spells this time. Draw a card. What's happening? Has he put a pause? Okay. So do I want a Doomfall? Let's keep it on top. I want him to reveal his hand. Actually, no, let's leave Doomfall. I have a funny idea. I kind of know what he's got in his hand anyways. He's probably playing the same as me. That's nice. So I can play Swamp the next turn, and the turn after that we can play Ravenous Chupacabra. And probably Hornswoggle on the next turn. Are we well placed? I suppose we're kind of doing okay. Enters the battlefield tapped. I don't want that. I want to be able to pass to Chupacabra next. Oh cool, so you can actually move your cards around like that. I didn't realize that. That's nice. Supreme Will. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. I think I'm better off holding on to Hornswoggle in case he drops a creature down. He doesn't cost a creature, so let's go for Supreme Will. Look at the top 4 cards. What am I looking for? Can't pay 1. Okay, fine. Annoying, but fine. Now I can't Hornswoggle if he drops something down. Choose a non-land. He's going to Doomfall the Chupacabra, I'm pretty damn sure. Yarp. Now I've got nothing. Or 2 cards. If you have the City's Blessing, draw 4 cards. Okay. There's really not much happening. Now we're putting into too much mana now. But an interesting matchup because almost whatever he drops down now, creature-wise, I can counter. So. Unsummon. I'm just pulling mana all the time in spells. I got no creatures. He exiled my only creature I've pulled so far. 6 mana for him, 7 for me. Fine. Unless I'll just counter it on principle, just to deny him the tempo. This is very much what the matchup's going to be like. It's going to be very hard for both of us to get any creatures down. For me, mostly because I can't seem to draw any creatures. I've got a bounce with Unsummon. I've got a counter with Hornswoggle. Got a kill. Impale. He's got 9 mana but nothing to cost. And he's got 7 mana. It's hexproof. Can it be Hornswoggle? Let's find out. Looks like it can be, which is interesting because that seems to not be affected by hexproof. Unless Hornswoggle fizzles now. Or he has a counter for Hornswoggle. He does. Not surprisingly. Nice. He's totally tapped, so I can get my Labyrinthine Guardian down. Can I unsummon the Soul of the Rapids? There's no way this actually works. It's hexproof. Oh, all I can destroy is my own. Can I unsummon it? Nope, it's hexproof. I mean, technically, I was going to say I could try block it and then unsummon, but no, it's flying, so I can't even block it. Now we're on a counter. We've got nothing for that Soul of the Rapids. I ain't got shit. It's fine. I mean, I just embalmed the Labyrinth Guardian. It's fine. I've got an Impale and an Unsummon if he ever brings Tetsumokt in. Would. You know, might as well get the 2 damage through. I can't block with it, so. I got nothing for the Soul of the Rapids. I mean, I don't think we have a creature with reach. Hexproof and it's flying. Like really hard to take care of that. That's fine. I'll just internalize the Labyrinth Guardian. Now is the time to impale. But I can't. It's just impale the Tetsimok with 100 in this phase. Just can I cast it before all his mana untaps? Is what I want to know. Yeah, he's got 2 blue that he might be able to use to counter this thing with. Or cast Embalm, and yes, I can actually get it down before casting Impale. I just want to see if I can bait out a cancel or something, a counter spell by dropping. I need to leave 2 black for the Impale. Yeah, we got plenty mana, it's fine. I just have to hope he doesn't have. If he has a counter for this, we can just give up. Nice, he doesn't. It doesn't really help us. I mean, I could have unsummoned it, but he would have just summoned it again the next turn. This has been a very interesting matchup between the two of us. I think fortune favored him, or skill favored him by managing to get his Soul of the Rapids down first. In this matchup, it kind of seems like whoever gets the Soul of the Rapids down first wins, because the deck doesn't seem to have any way to deal with a hexproof flying creature. I mean, I've got some flying creatures of my own, which I could always get down to try to block with. But we haven't drawn into any of those. Both of us have no shortage of mana, that's for sure. Ah, fair enough. I suppose I just have to hope we can draw a, what was it called? A Drake, a River Drake in the next turn. That is a very nice card, flying and hexproof. No wonder you got to pay 5 mana for it. No shortage of mana. Gonna counter it? You might. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on! Well, at least every time this happens, it's more and more likely that we get a creature in the next one, because we've got. There's probably what, 25, 26 mana in this deck, and there's 12, 13, 14, 15 of it sitting in my hand. And I'm swamped. Ugh. Oh, you fucking kidding me. Mana flooded. Okay, hard day of Magic. That's 0-3 or 0-4 for Dimir manipulation, and I think we went 0-6 today. Game is hard. Anyways, thanks for watching. When we come back, it's the final one we got to experiment with, which is Boris Assault. And then after that, we'll try some constructed or some drafty type decks. Either way, I've seen almost all of the basic decks now. I'm starting to get a bit of an idea what it is I want to do. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. That was hard. I suck.